So good interview. You had throughout you held your stand, and then you were not. As in some sense, I thought you were mildly flustered, but you did not let that show.
Okay.
You were like, okay, I'll think for a moment, I'll pause for a moment, but I'll go back to where I was. I'll go back to my story. I'll keep. As in, you are not arrogant about it. Maybe you are, but it did not show. Right?
Okay.
That is important. What you show matters. So
Right.
you did not feel that you were being arrogant or cocky. I used to test people for that because very easily people can become very sound very arrogant and cocky even if they are not, which means it is trouble. So I don't want my student to go into an interview and he has phenomenal score and great internship and job and everything, but just because he was stupid enough to sound arrogant he lost the chance. I don't want that to
True.
happen, which is why I kept on pushing to see that you did not come off as that. So it was good. So how you managed was good. How your thought process, you explained your thought process, you took lot of anecdotes and all of that, you held your stand, that is all right. Sometimes if
Okay.
need be you want to change your stand, that is also completely all right, just so that you know. Obviously your YMBA you cannot change your stand because you are there for an MBA interview,
Right.
so you
Right.
cannot change your stand. But if we are talking about something else, then probably if you think like what the professor says might have value and then you're not very sure about it, maybe he sees something more which I don't know about, maybe it is
Right.
all right to take a stand and
The
then
other
say
person
okay, it's
always
all
has
right.
the right to convince me during the interview.
Correct. So
Right.
remember that part, right? But otherwise I think it was a phenomenal interview. I think you've done enough of homework in terms of what I should know, what I should talk, where I should pause, where I should. Also the bad side of that could have been that you sounded very mechanical and memorized, which you did not.
Okay.
So it was all right, right? So
As in the prep. I mean, this is already prepared. He's
correct,
done this
correct, correct,
1,000 times in front of a
correct,
mirror. That
correct,
sort of.
correct,
Okay.
correct, correct. So that was also not there. So it was fine, right? Also they also expect you to come prepared in some sense. They don't
Yeah.
want someone to go there and then he doesn't even have a clue about what he is doing. I know students who did not know what answer for YMBA or tell me about yourself, just about to enter an interview. I've seen candidates like that. Showing them that you have done your preparation really helps.
Okay.
Your examples, I guess you might have slightly rephrased in some ways, where you could have said, "Hey, I know what you're saying is true. I can quote two examples. One guy is from IIM Calcutta, but 30 years old. The other guy has done his years and then gone there right up the alley, but he is 50 years old. Call me competitive, but that is what I am, which is why I've taken this super competitive exam and I'm here for an interview. And I don't think it is a crime to feel competitive and want to grow more. I am definitely not looking for a shortcut to grow.
Right.
See, I've done my years. I've done about 3 years. 3 years ago, I guess. What is your work
Yeah.
ex? About three
Three
years.
and three and a half.
So
Yeah.
I've done 3.5 years. I was not hasty because I see that you're mentioning I'm being hasty. I'm not hasty. If I was hasty enough, I would have, being a fresher, I would have jumped into getting into a P school. But I
Sure.
did not want to do that. I put my years. I know that I like technology, which is why I wanted to earn my stripes in technology, which is why I spent about 3.5 years. But from where I am, to be very honest about it, I can see about people with 12, 13, 15 years of work experience where there is not really great value addition from where I am to what they are doing.
Right.
I'm not dissing what they are doing. They are capable individuals doing phenomenally great jobs. But all that being said and done, what I do is probably 75-80% of what they do, which means they are adding only that much extra value. I don't want to add that much value in 10 years. I want to add loads of value, which I think an MBA will equip me to be ready for.
Okay.
This is one way of convincing them. Talk to them with more conviction.
Okay.
Talk to them by telling, hey, what you're saying is right. See, it is like passing the salt. You've heard about the passing the salt or passing the groundnuts thing. You're in a bar, you want somebody to open up to you or you want to talk to them. First, ask them to pass on something, maybe a
Okay.
tissue, maybe a salt, or maybe groundnut, something. Right? The moment they give you something,
Mhm.
they open up.
Okay.
That is human psychology. The moment they open up, then you can put in a request.
All right.
This is common human psychology, which is why or you suddenly go approach somebody, you call them from the back, and then you say, hey, can you do this for me? They are going to be super hesitant. They are not going to do that for you. You first break that barrier by asking them to pass on something very trivial, but that is in some sense figurative, but even literally it is opening up, right?
Right.
It is similar to that. Tell them, hey, what you're saying is absolutely right. I completely understand what your thought process is, but let me explain my thought process. I am definitely not being hasty. I know I am ambitious. I don't think being ambitious is a crime. I think I want to get there. I see that there are people who have 15 years of work ex who had 25% more value than what I add, what I bring to the table, what I give the stakeholders, what I give to the company, right? But I don't want to add another 12 years of my career to be able to add 25 percentage more incremental advantage. I think giving an MBA, doing an MBA will give me a whole lot of different perspective, and I think that matters. And I think that is what the perspective my immediate manager from IIM Calcutta, who is just 30 years old, brings to the table, and I think that has value. And having
Right.
worked in IT for 3 years 4 years, and have had lot of experience connecting with people, I realize the value that is not just about the thinking thought process. It is also about how you talk to people. It is also about what sense you have of how this business could turn out. What There are a lot of intangibles that are present that somebody from a B school carries, and I
Right.
think I cannot put a price on that, which is why I really want to get there to actually experience that myself and then see where it takes me.
Sure. That's
So you wrap it up and then you say, hey, I know, in some sense, as in your mind wise will be, hey, I know this is about career growth, I know it is about salary, but there are also intangibles that somebody from an IM Cal can bring to the table, and which is what I also want to do.
okay.
And then they feel that your answer is not, मेरा मैनेजर को देखा था, मैनेजर बहुत अच्छा बंदा था, सब कुछ कर रहा था, 30,000 फीट का पर्सपेक्टिव दे रहा था. Every third person will give this answer.
Okay.
Then how are you different?
Right.
You got to have something even more, or slightly bring in a different perspective from every other answer, right?
Okay.
So you bring in this answer and then say, hey, I think there are a lot more in terms of what somebody brings intangibly, which is what I was trying to extract from you when I was arguing in terms of, hey, out of 100 people that pass through my college, only about 3 or 4 go and do great things.
Mhm.
You should have said, hey, I will be one among those 3.
Okay.
That is a very big opening that I had. You could have smashed it to 6. You could have very easily said, call me ambitious, but I would have been definitely one of those 6 people out of the 400 people you had. I am ambitious, but I want to go to great places. I think this is a really good launch pad for me.
Okay.
And I think that has value.
Right. That's a what much better sounding answer.
Exactly. Same answer. I did not change anything that you said.
True. True.
Yeah. So you take you give you wrap your answer around that way, and then they feel, okay, this boy understands so many things intangibly, and I think I should give him a chance. And then you're in.
Okay.
The moment they feel they want to give you a chance, you're in. Right. One more
Okay.
thing why I mentioned about, sir, what you're saying is absolutely right, but let me put forth my argument. Even that statement is like asking them to pass the salt,
Okay.
telling them I completely agree with you.
Mhm.
And why I agree
But
with you is these
this.
3 ideas.
Okay.
And which is why I want to do an MBA. You finish it off that way, then you're done.
Okay.
Right? Better?
Yeah. Much better.
Yeah. So, yeah. So, body language, everything was fine. I have one comment. Please don't take it offensively. Can you cut your hair better?
Okay. I'll get a haircut. As in what? What
As in,
is
this is
anything
this
specific?
undercut thing you have, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Preferably not undercut thing,
Okay.
if possible.
Okay.
As in some sense, it's the profs can get finicky about things at random. I'm not saying they are bad people, they are really good people, but they see student after student after student for 4 continuous days, for
Mhm.
4 full days, they can very easily become agitated and irritated very easily.
Okay.
Don't give them a chance to pick on you.
Right.
Have a very polite, normal haircut. Definitely
Okay.
shave, because
Okay.
I've seen instances. I've done my MBA. I've seen instances where company HR comes and then says, "Hey, comes to the place com Spark. Spark is single point of contact." He comes to
Mhm.
the Spark and then he says, "Hey, this boy is not shaved. I'm not recruiting anyone from here. I'm leaving."
Okay.
That has happened.
This is
That has
in the B school.
happened in a B school in real life.
Okay.
So we don't know when people can become finicky. Might
Okay.
as well not give them an opportunity to become finicky,
Okay. Fair
right?
enough.
Yeah. So might as well be at the best of your. See, you want to maximize your chances.
Right.
Might as well take all the steps you can to maximize your chances. That is all I'm going to say.
True.
Right? Yeah. So I think it's a good interview, man. Good interview.
Okay.
You hold your fort really well. How you rephrased, make use of that. How I helped you do that. I think that is a better way. I hope you also agree with that.
Right.
So
Right.
the
Sure.
same ideas, but just wrapped around in a different color paper. Nothing
Okay.
much. So give them what they want. Be polite. Be honest. Never lie. Never lie in an interview.
Sure.
Never try to bluff in an interview. If you don't know something, say you don't know. Apologize profusely. Say you don't know. If they ask about Delhi elections and then you don't know who won in Delhi elections, be honest. Tell them, sorry, sir, I did not follow. I should have. Now I feel real bad that I did not. I should have followed, but
Right.
I'm really sorry about it. But I don't know. And be
Okay.
polite. Have a smile. That is all right. You can have 7, 8 I don't knows back to back and still nail an interview.
Okay. Okay.
Which means the I don't know does not matter. You not knowing the answer does not matter. How you handle the I don't know matters.
Okay.
So take value from that.
Right.
Right? Yeah.
Okay. And is there anything which comes to
For
mind about?
IFT, especially, they might ask you why foreign trade and all of
Okay.
that. You should know that, hey, IFT inclines towards foreign trade, but I understand. I've seen placement reports. I've spoken to seniors. I understand, even though the specialization or the overall inclination is towards foreign trade, but there is marketing, sales, finance, yada yada, everything that is
Mhm.
inclined towards foreign trade. I am
Okay.
naturally inclined towards operations, and getting a global exposure in terms of having local case studies and global case studies on operations will only make me better. And I
Okay.
think IFT is one of the oldest institutions in the country. That is a fantastic place to be. I've heard a lot of great things. I've seen a lot of people come out of IFT with doing great things. Obviously, you should have enough information to back the statement up. You should have read at least
Right.
about 3, 4
Right.
alumni who are doing great and all of that. But and then you say, hey, I think IFT is a phenomenal opportunity. I wanted to get into a great B school. I'm not going to lie through my teeth saying IFT is my only thing to go and all of that. I don't want to do that. I'll be honest. I wrote CAT, I wrote ZAT, I wrote IFT. IFT is definitely in one of the smallest sets where I want to be there. It's one of the core, as in one of the smallest group of colleges that I really want to be there. IFT is A high in that group. So
Okay.
IFT is a fantastic opportunity. I don't want to miss out on it.
Okay.
So you don't sound cliched saying IFT में ये है वो है फॉरेन ट्रेड है बचपन से फॉरेन ट्रेड में इंटरेस्ट है. You don't do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Okay.
tell them, hey, honestly, I think it is one of the phenomenal colleges. I think it is inclined towards foreign trade, which I don't have anything against. I think it will be a fantastic opportunity to learn about how trade works in the country and across the globe. I'm curious about it. I want to know more about it. Even now, I work with clients. My more than 70% of my team is in US.
Right.
So the cross-cultural thing becomes very important and vital. Knowing how things work in US versus how it works in India is very vital. And I think IFT will give me enough exposure on both the fronts. I really want to take it up. Why would I not take it up? It'd be stupid of me if I don't want to take it up. So I
True.
want to do an IFT.
Is there any specific tips on what to ask if at the end of the interview questions?
You don't need to have any questions. See, don't ask something stupid. That is negative. Ask something very relevant. That is positive. Not asking anything is neutral.
Okay.
Neutral is okay, positive is okay, negative is not okay. Obviously. So if you know something very specific about IFT, you are curious about, definitely go for it. Ask. But if even if you think mildly there's a 2% chance that this might sound stupid, don't.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
That is where you draw the line.
Okay.
Right.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So all the best. Keep us posted. What happens with your
Yeah.
interviews?
Sure.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah. You're doing good. Like go into the interviews with this amount of confidence and calmness. The calmness matters even more than the confidence. You can be slightly underconfident, but your calmness can push you through the interview. That is all right.
Okay.
So yeah, I think your calmness might work in your favor. All the best. Do really well.
Thanks.
Right. Yeah. Have any questions?
Yeah. No, that's thanks.
Yeah. See you then. All the best.